Once connected to the Wicomico River, Shoemaker Pond is a 35-acre reservoir created by damming Beaver Dam Creek in Salisbury, Maryland. Located along the southern waterline of Shumaker Pond, Shumaker Park is a peaceful 11-acre pine-covered recreation area. These towering pines create a welcome canopy on hot summer days. They are also formidable obstacles to the scores of patrons of the Shoemaker Disc Golf Course.
Oh, heads up.
There you go. Oh, how's it going?
As disc golf courses go, it's on the short side, and pins can be packed tightly together at times. But it's a course that requires skill and patience, and after a round or two, will definitely leave you a more skilled player.
Shoemaker is a great course for any type player to come out. It's rather shorter course. There's a lot of trees. We have 2 pads and 2 baskets on each hole, so you can play short pad to red basket or short pad to yellow basket, or long pad to red basket, long pad to yellow. So there's a variety of different holes you can play while you're here. There's 18 holes here, but with as many pads and baskets, there's a lot of different variations. My name is Kevin Gleason. I play for Latitude 64 out of Sweden. I also play for Berea Disc Golf, which is out of New Jersey, as a brick and mortar store. I am the team captain for Latitude 64 in the States, and I'm also the Maryland State PDGA coordinator, which I help schedule the Professional Disc Golf Association tournaments in Maryland. I live in Salisbury, Maryland on the Eastern Shore. I've been playing Shoemaker here for going on 13, 14 years. I believe the course was installed about 17 years ago by Chris Roberts and another gentleman. The sport has really gotten popular over the last couple of years because of COVID. There wasn't much else for other people to play or to do. It's a family sport. It's great for families to just come out and have something to do together. Show you some different molds and what I throw in my bag. And I'll start off with drivers. Drivers are a lot thinner. They go a lot farther. Your top pros are throwing these things 500 feet. You wouldn't want to play catch with this thing because it would hurt if you did catch it. Next, I would say your mid-range. It's a little bit fatter. It doesn't go as far as your drivers, but they're very controllable, and you're using these at about 200 to 300 feet. Next would be your putters, which you use any time inside like 50 feet, 30 feet. This is what you finish the hole with, and you can throw these off the tee. I would say they go about 200 feet or so. So in my bag, what I putt with a Warden. I can show you the Warden, and I putt with the Keystone, which they're a little bit different. They're close to the same. They're just a little bit different, and it's really just what feels good in your hand. So a putter that I throw off the pad is a Pure, which I throw this thing 200 to 300 feet. Next is my mid-range. I use a Bard, which is a very overstable beaded. And when I say beaded, it means it has this little bitty hump right here, and it's very overstable. I throw it 200 feet. I just let it go with my right hand, and it comes back left. My other mid-ranges are warships. I have 3 warships. This one is extremely flippy and beat up. It's an Iridia plastic, and it just goes real hard right for me. The other 2 I have are hybrid. This one's about 3 years old. This one's about 1.5 years old. This one holds really straight up to about 300 feet. This one holds straight and falls out left at about 300 feet. Next, I'll go into some drivers that I throw. And one of my favorite drivers, the Gold Line Ballista Pro. It's just a very overstable driver that I can push out real hard to the right, and it'll fight back and come back to the left. I throw them about 400 feet. Let's see, we'll go to the Hatchet next. Hatchet is an understable fairway driver, and I throw this with a lot of hyzer like this, and it pops up and it runs straight. I use this mostly in woods to keep control, and I don't throw them but about 250 to 300 feet. One is really beat up and one is smooth. The Grace is one of Latitude's new fairway drivers. Actually, it's probably more of a distance driver, and these are going about 3 to 350, 400 feet. This one's a little beat up, so I can get a good S on it. This was the one that I'm throwing more off the tee. Wraith is just another driver, and they're all kind of the same. There's not much difference to them. You know, some are faster than others, some go farther. And then one of my favorite discs also is the Maverick, which I can just throw this straight up to about 250, 350 feet.
Name's Chris. Most people know me out here as Hippie. Home course, I would say, is Shoe. I'm from Millsboro, Delaware, but I play here more often than most places. And then, of course, anything that they throw into the mix. As far as throwing in the bag, a couple go-to discs are AGL, above ground level, out of California. These are 2 of my go-to discs. For drivers, fairway drivers, mid-range, Axiom Hex, and DGA Rift, Flex Rift, real floppy compared to most of the other. That's another one as well. Very flexible.
is Randy Preston. I'm originally from the Baltimore area. Right about 10 years ago, I moved out to Delaware, and a buddy of mine got me into disc golf. He always went out with his friends from work, and they kind of made me tag along, and well, as they say, the rest is history. In my bag, I got this fancy watermelon bag. Start with putters. I putt with the Electron Envy, nice straight flying putter. And then I have a Neutron Envy, a little bit more overstable, a little bit more durable. And then I have two what I call upshot putters. This one's a little bit understable. It'll move a little right for me. This is a Bullet. And then this is a Harp. This is very overstable, just goes left. Sacrifice a little bit of distance for a little bit more stability in the wind. And then I have 4 different mid-ranges going up. I have 2 reactors, one Cosmic Neutron that's a little bit overstable and pretty new, and then I have one of these just straight Neutron ones that's a little bit more understable, very straight flying with just a little bit of fade at the end. And then my favorite mid-range is the Mustang. Very straight neutral flight, very trustworthy. Absolutely love this disc. And then as far as a very understable mid-range, I use the Uplink. This is one of the special edition Gyropalooza ones. Really like it for a nice turnover. It just holds that turnover line and just nestles right on the ground. Doesn't give you a lot of skip or ground play or anything. Next we'll go with my favorite driver, which is the Defy. This is a Neutron Defy and 167 grams. Very nice, reliable, straight disc with a little bit of fade. And then this one is called a Fission Defy. This is 151 grams, so a lot lighter weight, a little bit more straighter, a little bit more turn, but still pretty reliable in the wind given the light weight. Like it a lot. Next I have 2 Fairway Drivers. This is the Alpha. Pretty overstable, nice complement in the wind, stays pretty reliable in a lot of different wind conditions. And my other one is the Animus. This is from Thought Space Athletics. Another very kind of neutral flight, a little bit of overstability, but not enough to where it's gonna really fade out on you hard, just very reliable. And then as far as max distance, I have a Fission Photon. This is another one of those lightweight discs, 154 grams. When I need something to get the most amount of distance I can out of a shot, this is what I'm reaching for.
My name is Greg Ney. I'm here from Salisbury, Maryland. I've been playing disc golf for about 15 years. I started playing through a parks program through Maryland, taking my kids to different parks doing different activities, and one of them was disc golf, and we just loved it, so I've been playing disc golf since. I play here at Shoemaker most of the time, and this is my cart that I carry with me. These are my drivers. They're different ages, so some fly more like this, some go straighter, and then some go this way. But they all feel the same, so it's like throwing the same disc. These are putters that I putt with. These are putters that I throw to approach when I'm a little closer. And these do the same things, but these really go, and I can also throw these forehand. Right. So the reason I have all these different putters is because of what we call stability. And that's when a disc is thrown flat, for me, right-handed, backhand, is how much it goes to the left. The more stable, the more it goes. So when I throw this, I know that it's going to go over this way. So if I have a shot, I need to go that way. I use these. These I throw, they go straight or they go the other way. They're called understable. So if I need to go this way, then I need to throw these. And then these are my putting putters. I use these just for putting. I don't want to hit a lot of trees with my putters.
Hi, I'm Sean Johnson. I started playing disc golf in 2006. I'm originally from Snow Hill, Maryland, but I left and joined the Army. And my third duty station, I found myself back here in Maryland at Fort Meade. And I played my first round of disc golf at Rockborough Branch in Elkridge, Maryland. And I've been playing ever since.
What do you like about it?
I think two things. I have a son who has hearing loss, and disc golf is a very big sport in the deaf community because it just doesn't require that sense per se. Also, I just love the physics of when you're spinning a frisbee in the air or a disc in the air, and it starts like this, and you can make it sort of almost bend to your will, once you know what you're throwing and how to throw it. That being said, I'll take you through my bag. This is a Metal Flake Ape. I know that no matter how hard I throw it, it's going to come back to its natural curve. This guy is my Garrett Girthy Wraith. This is one of the first like higher speed disc that I started throwing when I started playing in 2006. And I picked this guy up in Kansas because, as we all know, it's windy there, and this is more stable, so it kept the same straight flight, but it would eventually dump out and not flip over. So this right here is a Zac Melton. It's a model of a Ballista Pro. It's a 14-speed driver. If you can see the profile there, it's a pretty sharp edge. It's got a wide rim. That's something that I prefer because I have larger hands. This is my current max distance driver. If I want to throw as far as I possibly think I can, this is what I'm going to pull out of my bag and rip on.
Let's go.